Hello and welcome back to another video in my Junk Journal Your Christmas 2019. And so a couple of things that led up to this idea was that I recently bought this pack of paper from Michael's for $5, and it had all this pretty pink themed Christmas themed paper in it. I just think it's so beautiful. The snowflakes, and I love these excuse me, windows, and most of all this cute adorable Santa that was in here. So I picked this up. It was only $5. I think it might even been on sale, but anyway, look at that pink house. It's so cute. So pink, I always tell everybody, because pink is my signature color, and so I have had, you know, like small pink trees, you know, like my little, I put up a vintage silver tree every year, and I usually put shiny bright ornaments on there. And I have for a while, for many years, I did all pink because I would absolutely love an all pink tree. But with my family, and we have all these sentimental ornaments that were given to the kids throughout the years, so we still put all the different kind of ornaments on there. But eventually, one day, I hope to have an all pink tree. I was looking on YouTube. You know how certain things like pop up and you really have no idea how they pop up, but there was a girl that was putting, all her tree was all pink. It was white and it was pink, and she put feathers. It was just very, very cute. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's so pretty. But anyway, if I can't have an all pink tree this year, I might still do my silver tree, but I wanted to create one in my journal, and because that is, you know, what I am obsessing on this year. So I thought, well, let me make one in my journal. The other thing that brought that idea was part of that paper pack said, I'm dreaming of a pink Christmas, and I was like, oh, that is just so perfect. So I'm gonna basically put this inside my my junk journal here. If you saw my previous video, I kind of flipped through these, but I'm going to create another page and just put this page in there as part of my journal this holiday, this Christmas season. So basically, I also put a little pink bag, and I love this. So I just kind of added these little tags and things in there that I want to use in my journal. But let's go ahead and start with this page. Now, what my whole theme on this year was basically to kind of use what you have. So I have bukus of beautiful ribbon, pom-pom ribbon. I have picked up this vintage lace like while I was out shopping in like Antique Days in Warrington. I have this cute little bag. I love this eyelash ribbon that I've had in stock. A friend just gave me this pretty little purple lace ribbon. And then this was also a spool that I picked up in Warrington. But also I included some of this in, if you picked up one of the junk journal kits, I had some of this in there as well. This is some just pretty little garland, sparkle garland from Hobby Lobby, and then some pink tulle. I also have this pink ribbon. I don't know where I got this, to be honest with you, but I thought, okay, so I'm just going to grab some things out of my stash, and we're going to make a little tree out of it. The other thing that I had made I tried to look through some of my journals, but it wasn't in this last year, which I thought it was, but I made a tree out of buttons, so I actually sewed buttons onto a page that were different colors, and so that's kind of also where I picked up this idea. I was like, oh, you know, I can make some with all the pretty ribbons and lace, and so I haven't made one prior. Whoops, whoa, let's throw that ribbon across. Sorry. I haven't made one prior, so this is going to be my first attempt to make one on paper. So I'm just going to cut this little bit off here so that I have I'm going to actually add this to the top when we're done. Actually, let me go ahead and add it now. So we'll go ahead and, that way I'm going to try to keep my tree from being too big on the paper. So I think that is my biggest concern. But I think if I pre-cut everything, then we should be fine. I think I'm going to leave that just a little edging at the top there. I also found this little heart that I thought I could include, but I may actually put this somewhere in my journal, not necessarily on this page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some lace. I had cut this piece because I was trying to figure out if I was going to have enough on this particular piece of paper. And so I'm just going to kind of take this and do a, like every other what's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to layer it up, going smaller as I get to the top. Let me just put that. I'm going to kind of do an every other type of, so I can fit all the different types in there. And I actually may have to come in here and make this just a tad bit smaller because it does look fairly large for the page. And again, this is a junk journal, so you can kind of do whatever you like in it. This eyelash, this is like some of my favorite little ribbon. I went through a phase of adding it to everything, so I have not quite a bit, but a little bit goes a long way. Look at this little piece. You can actually add that, save that. You can add that to like a tag or something, you know, to make it, you know, see, it's just so cute. You can just put it anywhere. So I'm going to save this little piece here. I have my hot glue gun also heated up over here, so we're going to be using it. So I'm just kind of seeing what I have here, and I'm wondering if I was kind of skeptical on this cream color. Oh, that looks pretty. This cream color lace, because it is kind of a whiter, even though this is kind of a cream. But I think I can actually mix both of them and it will be just fine. So we put that one. I'm going to put all the ribbons and lace and stuff that I've used over to the side so that I know that I've already, not that I can't use them again, but this way it will, I kind of get enough for everybody. They all have a chance to be on the page. So, okay, so that's that. Let me just cut this. I love picking this stuff up at, I mean, I think I paid like $2 for this. When I can, if that's such a good deal when I can find vintage lace and things when I'm in Warrington or at antique stores or anything like that. I always kind of look, because that comes in handy in projects. And I also like to share them, you know, when I can in kits or in little Happy Mails. This I got from Hobby Lobby too. It's like so cute. This is perfect for making junk journals. Okay, so we're layering it up, getting kind of smaller as we get to the top. I think I need to add some tulle in here somewhere. This actually is such a wide piece, I probably can really cut this in half. Maybe even in fourths. This is almost kind of like you have to scrunch it up a little bit. So so that's going to be a little tricky, but we can get that accomplished. Put that over here. So we're getting down, let's see about this pretty purple. We're getting down to using all the ribbons. I'm just going to kind of cut different ones because actually we're getting to the top, so it's going to be getting a lot smaller. Not as many. This is great this actually is meant for decorating trees, like those little mini trees, but these work really, really good for craft projects. No, but as I was saying, you're getting to the top, so you're not needing as much. So I think we'll do that. Actually, I might do a little larger and put that one at the bottom. Okay, so I think this will kind of be smaller at the top. Excuse me, at the top. I'm going to cut this bag. And actually, let me see something here. I can cut the top, that little gathered piece may work really good. And then for the top, I'm actually thinking about doing a star. And see how it's kind of, I definitely don't want to crowd my dreaming of a pink Christmas, because that's kind of part of the whole cutesiness. So let's see here. I may have to take some of this out just to squish it all in. And I might come back in here and be able to like kind of squish it together. I did want to punch, I have this glitter paper here. I did want to punch a star. So let me go find my star punch. Okay, so this is kind of a wonky star. I have another one that's like a perfect star, but I think I'm liking this for kind of the theme of it, is to make it more wonky. So let's go ahead. I think I feel good about this. Let's go ahead and start adding these on. So star's going to be there, and we're just going to start. Oops, look at me. I already made a mess of it, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and get this glued down and started. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue at the very top and have it where it just touches the bottom of the page, and then just kind of put it on the page there. Now I think what I had was this little guy, and then I put this one on to make another layer. So let's go ahead and add this lace. One thing about the eyelash, it does get everywhere because you cut those little threads. And what's really fun about this project is you can do, it's so many different options. If you're dreaming of a blue Christmas, you can do blue. I personally love pink and green, so that would work out good as well. Okay, I'm just going to add a little dab here on the edge and put this down to see where I'm going to need the other part, because I know I made it a little bit longer than what it needs to be. So I'm just going to cut it on the other side of that little ball there, and then just add a little bit of glue. Don't want to burn my fingers. There we go. It's looking pretty darn cute. And then actually what we may do, we'll just kind of see what happens on this, is come in and, you know, if we need to tack down with some glue to hold those little layers down. So the next one was this eyelash. Cut that extra little piece off of there. Yeah, lots of little strings. Wants to curl up here. Okay. Got scared there for a minute. Did y'all see that? Did not want to burn my finger. Okay. So the star is still at the top. Isn't Santa cute? This really was cute pack of paper. And then, let's see here. I'm actually almost liking just the layers of pink and not adding any more different colors. What do y'all think? All of a sudden when I was just putting it together, I'm like, you know, I kind of like it with just the pink and whites and, you know, the cream, of course, but let me try that. And I can always add that in another area. So I'm going to put that on and then, of course, cut the edges where I don't need them. Okay, it's getting smaller and smaller, which is what we wanted. This is going to be the kind of the tricky one because we're going to actually, you know what, let's add tulle first. Should we do the tulle or do the tulle after? Yeah, let's do the tulle first. Tulle's going to be kind of like that as well, where we're going to bunch it up. I'm going to just use the edge of my scissors so I don't have to touch. And then maybe do like one little fold. I'm going to fold, just let me see if I can show you. I'm going to kind of do like a, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a little fold there. Just to kind of make it a little thicker, if that makes sense. So you can actually see it versus, y'all hear the neighbor's dog barking. She's such a good watchdog, but I tell you what, come 2 o'clock in the morning she's barking because, you know, we have all sorts of little things out here like coyotes, possums, raccoons, you know, all those good things. Let's see here. See if we put the polka dot. Yeah, let's do the polka dot next. Whoops. And we're going to do the same thing. Add a little bit there. And then maybe not quite do as big of a fold, but just kind of. Now, if you're handy with the scissors, with the needle and thread, you could do this. Oops, you know, to do it and then kind of squish it together. But we're doing it with the glue. Okay, I'm gonna trim this down. Well, that glue makes that edge sticky. Okay. Clear all the thingies off the hair and let's see what we got. Man, look, it's so cute. Got glue everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to add, let's see, how much further do we got? We need to start making them a little smaller. Let's see what other things we can add. Any other pink items? Oh, here's the purple. Let's see, was the purple, is that going to make it less pink? Yeah, I think so too. So, let's see what we got. Maybe we can do another piece of lace. I think that's actually going to be too big. Yeah, it's too big. We could do another cream lace. Oh, that might work. Okay, let's try that. Now I'm trying to fill it up. I was so worried about not having enough. I gotta start getting skinnier at the top. Okay, so let's start out over here. Let's see here. Whoops. Make it kind of come in more. Let's see if we can do that. Make it more of a, come in as a more of a triangle. I'll do another fold in there. And then let's go ahead and trim it down at a angle, so that way it's getting that more of that triangle look. There we go. And then what I might do is come in here with my white and do like I did under this one, just like I did a pink. I'm going to do a white on top of that pink polka dot. Cut those edges off. Might need to get out my old better scissors. These are not for cutting material. Or ribbon for all that matters. Okay. Whoops, come back here, Star. Alright, now I think I'm going to do another eyelash. Where's that little piece at? Maybe that will come back in handy. Looky there. Let's see once we cut off that excess if it's going to be long enough. You know what I could do? Add a little bit more polka dots. Let's see, I thought I had another little piece around here, but here we go. Add another little polka dot piece. Whoops. Again, just doing that fold like I've been doing. Whoops. This time I'm just kind of adding it down underneath and then pressing it into there. Do one more and then we'll trim it off. There we go. At an angle. Okay, I've got to clean that area off. Now, here we go with that little piece that we saved. You know what I think I need to come in with is maybe a pink, another piece of pink. Just to I wonder if I should do a light pink. Needs a better topper over there. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of play around with some things and just... No, that doesn't look too bad. But I just kind of like the all pink. What about this? That looks out of portion. Let me see what else I got over here. Oh, here we go. Digging around in I got some more lace. Let's see if something, see like this roll right here was $1.50. That's just such a good deal. Okay, let's try this. One of the things I've been doing too is looking at my old Victorian. I used to be such a Victorian magazine junkie, and literally, I ordered past ones, and then when we moved, you know, when you move, you just start looking at what you're hanging on to, and my daughter had a project, and I think she cut up some of the things in there. I don't think she found anything really, but they sat in a stack, and I was like, you know, I'm just hoarding these. But I saved all my Christmas ones, because I typically save my Christmas magazines anyway, because I like to get ideas. And anyway, I've been looking at those, and they're always so pretty with all the laces. And so obsession with pink too. Just trying to trim this down to make it more of a triangle here. So pretty. Then we're going to add this piece on there, kind of squish it together, and I think that's going to be good. Let's see. I'm just going to give it like a little pinch to kind of squish it all together. You know what, maybe I will add a piece of white pom-pom at the top. So that way, oh yeah, that's perfect. It's kind of leaning a little bit, I think. What do y'all think? Is it leaning? I don't know if I can fix that or not. Could have maybe lined it up on my page a little bit more when I was putting it together. That's okay. This is your journal. Doesn't all have to be perfect. But if you want it perfect, then that's good too. Okay. Let's see here. Does it look okay with the star? I think it needs a little bit something else, right? Just something teeny tiny at the top. What can we put? Another piece of lace, maybe? Oh yeah. I actually might be able to straighten it out with this little guy. Oh, it's getting into my dreaming of a pink Christmas. But you know what? I have an idea. Okay, so this I'm going to really squish up. Really bring it to a top, like a triangle shape. Maybe should have trimmed it down a little bit. I wonder what would happen if I trimmed it. Let's give it a try. Whoopsies. Let me get my better scissors out. They'll cut a little better. Okay. What do y'all think? Like that? Where it's kind of like not exactly on the, just flat. It's kind of sticking off the top there. Ta-da! There you have it. Your cute little tree. And I had actually brought some little sequins and some stars. I think this was in one of the kits. To just kind of pop around. Because you have to have sparkle, right? Now you may ask, how are you going to glue that? Look at this, I made a mess. Mess. I am going to use this glue. Now I've had a lot of, I brought this to me at this class I did this past weekend on junk journaling. And some of the ladies said they had horrible luck with this glue drying. But I put it on my, I actually put it in the junk journal, and it did pretty good. Like whenever I was working on it that one weekend. So, even if I'd have to have this set overnight, that would be fine too. The star may actually be too big for this page. Oops, you could actually put the sequins on the tree too. Oops, I left a big smudge of glue. But it dries clear. Right? Oh yeah. I thought I read it somewhere. I'm like, oh yeah, it dries clear. So yeah, there I'm just going to put a few of these little sequins around to make it a little sparkle here and there. And I know that one looks really messy, but it will be okay once it dries. I really made a mess. Oops. And get a couple more of these little sequins. Oh, there we go. And then I'm going to hole punch this after it dries and put it in my journal. And probably right on the back, I know what I'll probably do is like get a piece of paper and we can write a story on it. And actually, if you're stumped, say you had a mundane day, nothing eventful, you know, it was literally just doing your same-o, these little pages like this work out perfectly for documenting your thoughts during Christmas. You know, it could not necessarily documenting the day, but you're documenting, you know, that I've been dreaming of a pink Christmas, and this is why. This is what I saw. This is what I hope to have in the future, or that I decided the heck with it, I'm going to have a pink Christmas, and we'll just hang the ornament somewhere else. So, and I see this other stuff I'm going to use on this page as well. Let me just finish this up because I just saw it sitting over here on my desk. Okay. So there it is. It's so cute. Okay. Put this here. Glue. Now this I picked up at the Scrapbook Expo this last year, and so I'm going to add it, and it makes it three-dimensional. So I'm going to add it to my snowflakes, and I'm going to add it to Santa. His beard. You know what I should have done was just to his outfit, but that's okay. Whoops. And it'll dry as well. This actually dries really quick. I love this stuff. And then I'm going to just put this little needle in the end so it doesn't clog up. Clog it up. Alright, you guys, let me get y'all a little bit closer look. Don't mind the glue. Isn't it cute? Oh, I just love it. It's exactly what I had kind of envisioned in my head. So, alright, you guys, thanks again for joining me for another video. I hope you are inspired to make yourself a cute little layered tree. You could actually use paper, buttons, just a wide variety of different things. So, alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.